PT Perkebunan Nusantara 4 Persero, or PTPN4, is a state-owned enterprise that was established on March 11, 1996, and is a combination of business units formerly known as PTP 6, 7 and 8 in the North Sumatra region. PTPN4 works around oil palm and tea agro-industry, derivative products and other supporting industries. With a former main office in Bajambi, PTPN4 has a concession area that spreads around 10 regencies in the North Sumatra province with 154,075 hectares of land, composed of 112,804 hectares of oil palm plantation and the rest as tea, cocoa and other plantations. The whole management of the plantation is done continuously from seeding, cultivation, fertilizing, harvest process up to manufacturing the raw goods into industry basic material with best practices. In order to increase management performance and company accessibility, in 2003 the main office of PTPN4 was transferred to Kartini Street, Medan. In order to support the continuous growth of organization activities, a year later the main office was transferred to Letjen Suprapto Street, Medan. As a strategic plan to increase long-term company value, in 2004 the management of PTPN4 established a policy to expand and develop the field, and also convert the cocoa plant and some tea into oil palm plant. The realization of tea conversion into oil palm at Marjandi area, Ba Butong and Ba Birung Ulu is how the tea and oil palm plants grow harmoniously. In 2006, PTPN4 kept practicing strategic steps to create superior value to be able to compete and thus maintain the long-term growth by strengthening the research, institutionalization and company development and enforcing efforts to initiate the development of upper course, lower course and the supporting industries. PTPN4 are also putting their efforts relentlessly to execute new land development, which is the development of Panai Jaya, the development project at Timor and Bala Plantation at Mandailing Natal Regency, and the People Plantation Development Project of Medina, or also known as Plasma Medina. As a part of this development project, PTPN4 also prepared infrastructure construction in the form of office, housing and other supporting infrastructures. New technology started to be implemented to compost factory located at Dolox in Umba in 2006 and then developed at Pulu Raja in 2007. PTPN4 made a breakthrough in history of electrical power in 2008 by building the first power plant in Indonesia in an effort to develop green energy and decrease carbon emissions that can produce electrical power by using empty palm kernel shell and fruit bunch. This power plant is located at PKS Pabatu. PTPN4 also achieved Investor Award 2008 as the Best Plantation State-Owned Enterprise from Investor magazine. Gold Flag Certificate from Department of Manpower and Transmigration in the execution of Work Safety and Health Management, or SMK3, for 14 business units in PTPN4. And Sawit Nusantara Award 2008 Nucleus Plantation category for Balimbingan Plantation. In 2009, the concession area owned by PTPN4 has reached 175,244 hectares, composed of oil palm plantation area of 137,981 hectares and the rest as tea, preparation and other areas. This year, the focus is to increase production capacity. Therefore, they built foundry facility at PMT Dolok Ilir with metal solution capacity of 5 times 500 kilograms per day. Since 2009, PTPN4 also started building seed production plantation and tissue culture laboratory at Adolina Plantation Unit as an effort to decrease company dependency to oil palm seeds produced from cross-breeding or cloning that was usually produced from other companies' production and taking role in creating superior cocoa plant material. as the company ranked 9th for the most vast area possessed and 5th for the highest productivity produce per hectare among global scoped companies. Then PTPN4, as the biggest CPO producer among other PTPN, produced 640,047 tons of CPO in 2009, or 25% of state-owned enterprise production and 3.5% of the total national production. Oil palm production in the form of fresh fruit bunch, also known as TBS, the plantation keeps experiencing increase, with the total production of 2.15 million tons in 2009. The productivity reached 22.08 tons per hectare and 23.83% yield. Meanwhile, wet tea leaves production reached 43,194 tons in 2009 out of the total tea plantation area of 4,595 hectares. Through the effort to quality increase of plucked tea to processing division optimization, tea yield became an independent plantation in 2009 and increased to 22.24%. Amid the World Economic Declaration in 2009, the company managed to establish 417.86 billion rupiah net profit. The overall achievement in this year brought the company to a healthy company category AAA accreditation, scoring 97.95. In the middle of weather anomaly condition in 2010, the production of TBS increased to 2.2 million tons, with productivity performance that reached 23.3 tons per hectare and 23.87% yield. Along with operational performance increase, the company asset also experienced significant increase. Within 5 years since PTPN4 was established in 1996, the asset value increased up to 101% from 807 billion rupiah to 1.62 trillion rupiah. In the last 5 years, the company asset value increased rapidly from 3.07 trillion rupiah in 2006 to 6.77 trillion rupiah in 2010, or increasing 120%. In this year, the company managed to gain net profit at the amount of 812 billion rupiah. In 2010, PTPN4 applied a new technology in processing and energy by practicing sterilizer substitution from horizontal system to vertical system that is more efficient at PKS Barangia and Dolok Ilir. Technology with the newest generation that puts more attention to time efficiency and is implemented on compost factory located at Dolok Ilir, and the making of GanoKit, which is an early detection device for Ganoderma attack on oil palm plants. In 2010, PTPN4 achieved an award from the Minister of Agriculture as the best BUMN in plantation innovation. PTPN4 also dominated the awards on Sawit Nusantara Award 2010 by getting 6 awards, which are Best Oil Palm Innovation 1 achieved by Air Batu Plantation for their performance in increasing TBM3 productivity in the amount of 15.5 tons of TBS per hectare per year. Best Oil Palm Innovation 2 and 3 achieved by PKS Pasir Mandoge and Pasir Mandoge Plantation. Best Oil Palm Productivity Increase 1 achieved by Tonduhan Plantation. Best Oil Palm Plantation 2 achieved by Balimbingan Plantation. And Best Oil Palm Factory 3 achieved by PKS Pabatu. Besides that, PTPN4 also achieved awards in Te Nusantara